are you? Would you abandon your king? Take up your sword! To battle! The enemy has come! Then you are no lost soul of mine, no soldier. I have no power over you. But neither have you found your quarry, for before you is Ardnua, king in life of a great people, master now of nothing. Many souls do pass from time to time into this place. The Audra draws them deep, and there they are consumed, but not by me. None walk there save Ardnua's line. You will not tread in that place. Not there. The endless paths. 1,000 hands toiled to create it. But it was my voice, my will, that directed them. The great work of our age. Lost, treading these endless paths, these regrets, with him forever moving out of reach into some darker place, away from me. Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? Wives, husbands, children? Might I not show them then the agony of it? Have they loved nothing in all their lives? I will never see him again. Even in death, we have been more wholly separated than if I had never known him. He will have forgotten me. Have I not paid? Have they not cost me all I had? No, it is not my doing. It cannot be so simple. I will drive the invaders from the halls. I will go down those final steps, and there, finish my great work. None will stop me. Up, soldiers, up! Conquerors of death! Children of the wheel! Andara! Riomara! Esarna! Keep them from the statue!
I was wondering where the rest of him was.
Here you are, nearly at the heart of the world. What a journey you have made. Yes, the master below. You have found her. Cadnua is mine, as is all that lies beneath it. How fortunate you are to learn such well-guarded secrets. All it has cost you is your life. In a fashion, think on it. How many hundreds of souls killed by fawning Zorips, or devoured by trolls? Dashed against sealed doors, dragged screaming into dark pits by spiders. All to see what you have seen. A gate into the past. The history of a fallen people. The haunted treasures of a mad king. The final monument of a distraught father, an old man weeping in the dark. And each and every man and woman that falls comes here, to this place, to me. All that remains of a dead man's greatest wish, a grand memorial, or merely a sorry little tomb. More than Ardnua's precious son are buried here, of course. Many more. It is where the Ardra veins converge, before descending into the hollows of the world. I have seen your Cadnua. Have seen it rise and fall and rise again. Is it still rubble and weeds, or have you made more of it? And here I return. The endless tide of treasure hunters. Adnua's sorrow. I have observed 100 lives upon the surface, and all are dear to me. But the flesh reigns. Do you mean to dig me free? There may be a way, if you are willing. I cannot send the whole of my soul afield, not at once. But if you were to take something of mine past the boundaries of this place, I could obtain a new living vessel, a body with which I might wander the world, as you do.
Quick shot at this.
Let's see what we've got.
Amazing. You could fit.
You've done it! I felt the change from here. It's as if there was a noise, a voice, underlying every sound in the keep, and I had simply ceased to notice. The silence now seems almost strange. You have done what the Earls, their descendants, and hosts of explorers could not. There is nobody left to challenge your claim. You are well and truly master of Cadnua. We have known that from the beginning, of course. But now, all the world will know and share my pride in your accomplishments.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Stop there. Where do you think you're going? This area is under the control of the Torn Bannermen. Anyone else wanders in, they're not leaving again. For starters, I've got orders to put a sword through your gut if you don't turn around and run back home. Wait, Cadnua. You mean you're the one everyone's talking about? Saving orphans, fighting off bandits, all that? Look, hang on a second. Let's not get too...
Enough! The commander said no exceptions. I'm not ending up on a pike because this dog has you pissing your trousers.
Sorry, my lord. I'm sure the commander will take good care of Cadnua for you.
Intruders! Look lively, lads!
Beyond sea!
Death comes for you!
Hold! He's got this far. I ought to have a look at him at least. Commander Ballerin, leader of the Torn Bannermen. You've been a right pain in the balls, whoever you are. What do I call you? Well, on behalf of the Torn Bannermen, welcome to our camp. I've lost a lot of fucking men out there. Console Hot's one thing, but why are you here cutting down my soldiers? I figure I can guess, but please, let's hear it from the man himself. My men had orders to warn off any intruders, without unnecessary bloodshed. Every one of them knows I expect my commands followed to the fucking letter. And God's help the man that slips. No, I'd say you're here for the same reason as the rest of us. A powerful artifact, hidden within the keep. That's bait to tempt any beast. But the artifact is ours. Whoever set their tongue to wagging about it, they did you a great wrong. Nobody comes into our camp and lives. Think that's about the end of it. You ready? I'll make it quick for you. Suppose there's no harm in that. I don't promise I'll answer. Only that the phylactery's worth a fucking fortune. More than just your usual piece of Engwithan history, I mean. No idea what it does. Don't much care. Our employer wants it found, and delivering it's gonna see us paid enough coin to buy one of the republics. After tactical advice, was going well enough at first. But the moment we cracked open the outer wall, Cragholdt's pets started clawing their way out of the ruins. Caught the first wave off guard, and carved them to gobbets. We've pressed them back to the keep for the time being, but it's delayed our victory. Once the reinforcements arrive, we will storm the keep in force. It's just a matter of time. Could prop your corpse up somewhere after. You could scare off the looters. Dead men, walking and fighting like the living. They've armor thick enough to foul our arrows, and they can conjure spells to burn a man alive. At night, you can see them on the bluff, like a line of torches, their eyes burning. They don't come down into our camp. They wait up there for us to come to them. Good question. No one's got a clear sense of that. We haven't seen him on the field of battle. The old fuck may have gotten himself eaten by the dead men. He could be controlling them. Or the first volley of stones left him crushed under his own keep. Won't know until we get in there and see for ourselves. Someone without much love for Cragholdt, huh? Let's just say they have a lot of coin to throw around, and high standards. Thing is, discretion's included in the service. You'll just have to make do with me. You slaughter my fucking men and then come begging after work? They'd have my guts for bowstrings if I took you on, and I deserve it. You came ready to kill. Don't lose your nerve now. I'll give Cragholdt your regards.
Death, take you!
I'll get it open. Finished. Got it. Finished. I've got it. Finished.
Slow and silent.
I've got it. Finished. Steady does it.
Watch it! Distract me again and you're like to lose an eye. Cragholdt hasn't even bothered to come out of his study since the attack started, so why should I worry? Need something? I'm still busy here. If Cragholdt didn't want you here, you'd have known it the moment you came down those stairs. And then you'd be dead. If you were lucky. Cataloging weights, centers of gravity, controlling a 3.5-foot blade in the air is harder than it looks. He's not someone you want to cross, or disappoint. You know, I really should get back to work. Aside from me, there are 3 other apprentices working on their own projects. I don't know anything about Sabal or Peldon, but stay away from Tanos, the Vithrak. There's something about him I don't trust. That filthy spider put you up to this? He's using you, you know. Thinks he can control you like one of his mindless puppets. Tell you what, you help me instead, and I'll give you whatever he's offered plus a little extra. Deal? Good. Come back when you've got the other pieces of the key.
Stand back, ghoul. I'll summon you when I have need of you. Effigy's eyes, who are you? I don't have time for this. Get out of here and leave me to my work, all right? I'm researching a complex problem for one of the greatest wizards ever to have lived, and I certainly haven't the time to explain it to you. Go. I should hope so. I've been trying to stabilize them, prevent them from decaying further. Of course, the process is not yet complete. If you've never studied his repertoire of spellwork, never read of his accomplishments in Maestra Albena's histories of modern magic, and somehow missed the small army he's held back outside, then no, I don't know what to tell you. Except that he's a powerful wizard with little patience. Why must you bother me with such inane questions? Go interrupt one of the other apprentices. Their time is much less valuable than mine. And that hopeless fraud had to send you to waste my time, Fine.
I've got it. Finished.
I'm on the trail.
Need something? I'm still busy here. That's a good start. Let me know when you found the rest and I'll give you my piece. That filthy spider put you up to this? Tell you what, you helped me and...
Your master awaits a worthy pupil. Let the apprentice who has perfected a spell and gathered the lessons of his fellows speak his purpose. First you shall prove your merit. A wizard must protect himself from the arcane and the mundane, from spellcaster and soldier alike. Of the many defenses available to the wizard, which comes first? Your master... a wizard must protect himself. You have learned well. But a wizard must also defend against his own deficiencies, lest he fall to them. Which weakness is deadliest? Many fall by overestimating their own power. Yet for the wizard who understands the nature of magic, power is nearly limitless. What quality of magic is most critical to powerful spellwork? Yes, though few will ever grow skilled enough to wield it well. One test of your understanding remains. What is a wizard's true foe? You may proceed. The lust for coin hangs about you like a pox. Did you seek another vault to raid, and more treasures to sell? What did you expect to find? An old man hiding from his attackers? Or a young man taking the battle to them? Weak or strong, the flesh expires. To survive, one must transcend it. And beyond the grip of a common death, for I have already embraced an uncommon one. Spells are fueled by ambient essence in the ether, a miserly trickle of energy that leaks from the wheel. Because the medium is so poor, a wizard must normally focus his efforts on the runes and incantations that channel it. But imagine what could be done with a more powerful source of essence. A watcher's soul, for instance. In my eyes or theirs, you've surely heard of the great archmages of Aora. Nina Gauth, Minoletta, Sitzel, and Kolakoth. Arkemir and Lengroth, too. We've all shaped the study and practice of magic, just not always to our mutual taste. One of the other archmages, no doubt. My wager's on Arkemir or Lengroth, always hiding behind glamours and diversions. But it could have been any of my rivals. The most demanding and visionary kind. The kind that wizards have argued over for centuries. Names like Cadibald the Red and Mora of the Seven Hills. Even you must know of them. The power to warp and wind time, like a skein of wool wrapped about your finger, to strangle its flow to a mere trickle, perhaps to reverse it altogether. Would you think to steal it from under my nose? As if it were so easy. A phylactery isn't some bauble I wear around my neck or hide in a chest. Carved into my skull with runes and sealed with a peg of Adra. It is the reason I'm here, surviving. Where are you going? I'm just getting started with you.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Do you remember when we were children, and the missionaries came to tell us about the gods? They told us we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort. I miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you. I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Cragholdt suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Cragholdt is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies in a stronghold that can resist an invading army. Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?